Why is it so hard to file? Like, what is going on?
Well, you have this amazing crush of people. A record-breaking 22 million people filed jobless claims for the previous 4 weeks as of last week. So you have millions of people that are trying to get this relief. You have all of these states that have a different system. Nobody's quite alike. They're antiquated. They haven't been updated in decades, and they don't have enough personnel. So as a result, you've got this backlog of claims. You don't have enough people to process them, and it's become incredibly frustrating. But I would recommend that people not give up. You need this money. It just might take a little bit of patience.
Well, I appreciate that encouragement, but when will people start getting their benefits? I know some people filed, 4 or 5 weeks ago, kind of right when this happened.
Yeah. Even in the best of times, it can take about 2 to 3 weeks to get your first unemployment check. And obviously, with the backlog, with the lack of personnel, with the old computer systems, it's taking a little bit longer. I've spoken to people in Georgia, for instance, who got their benefits right away on their debit cards. Other folks in New York State can't even get through on the phone. They're not getting an email back. They're not getting a message. And so hopefully, again, this logjam is starting to clear a bit. The federal government allotted about $1 billion to hire more personnel to deal with this. New York has hired 1,000 people. California's hired 1,300, but it's taking a while. So it might be a few more weeks.
God, that must be so nerve-wracking for people. But I know there is some bright spot that talk to me about the stimulus, the federal relief bill. Is everybody getting the $600? Do people have to do something special in order to get it as part of their unemployment package?
You do not. Everybody is
Okay.
entitled to that $600 weekly benefit. It's going to be available until the end of July. It's retroactive depending on when the state entered its agreement with the federal government back to March 28th. And so it might take a minute to get those funds, but when you get them, they're going to have that little extra financial cushion, which so many people really need right now.
It makes a huge difference. As I mentioned, I live in Arizona, and I think our state tops out at $240 a week, which we're not the most expensive place to live, but that's not a lot. And so that
It's
extra
not a lot of
$600
money.
is it? No, and so the
No.
extra 600 is enormous.
It's big. I mean, the average is about $300 to $400, depending on the state. But
Hmm.
Florida, for instance, the benefit's $275 a week, which is
Hmm.
so minimal. I mean, you can't even go to Disney World for that. So that extra $600 really makes a big difference, and it's going to be a real help to millions of Americans at a time when people are really struggling.
Yeah, it definitely made clear that the original payment for unemployment insurance might cover 1 month of rent if you took all the checks together. And so now people will be able to pay for groceries and like put gas in their car.
Right.
Um,
And the electricity bill, your phone bill, and all of these really vital things that we need to function.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, check out these other videos from USA Today to stay up to date with all the latest news.